Pretty kick-ass song. Not bad. Plumped. Alright. We could wait a little bit more, but not a big deal. It's pretty late already. But folks, to forgive me, I'm exhausted. Long days, sub 5 hours sleep. But I really want to get streaming something. And we've been doing a lot of Mars first logistics, so I might stop this if I'm super tired. What's up, fast? So good to see you, bro. If you start at zero playthrough, yeah, no, I got sidetracked. I've been playing Mars first logistics, which has been really good, and I did Centum and shit like that, but I've been just waiting to be awake enough to play this. I'm not right now, but I'm gonna try anyways. Have you played the Zero games? I don't remember your history with Mega Man. He's a finger. Yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling really patient today, but I'm not feeling very sharp. So this might end poorly. If it's really bad, I'll just take a break and we'll come back when I get some more rest. But anyways, I guess for the sake of the VODs, I can explain. Oops. Not sure. Wow. Yeah, that's like every Mega Man. I don't remember like any of it. Could be on the leaderboard. Yeah, for sure. That's me with a lot of Mega Man games. So I guess I'll retread my history with the series for people who aren't aware, because it's going to be a big part of the conversation. No Mega Man as a child, so there's no nostalgia. I've played all the classics, mainline. I did Mega Man 5 on Game Boy Color, Mega Man and Bass, the Street Fighter X Mega Man spin-off thing, Powered Up. I thought it was really consistent. There's some low points, there's a few highs, but I think the classic is extremely consistent. If you like one of them, generally, you'll probably like most of them. It's kind of like a Dragon Quest thing. They're pretty clean, And I think they make reasonable improvements at times, but usually just like with 11 or things like that. I just did a Mega Man X-a-thon. I think the Mega Man X series is pretty shit overall. It has some highs. 4 is the only game I would call pretty great out of all the X games I played. With 2 being pretty good. And then runner-up, like 1, 2. You know what, let me just whip out the tier list. I think it's a series that came from a time when they were rolling out way too many Mega Man games. They wanted to try to do weird shit with X. For the classic, they just stopped making them, or they kept them consistent. And it just ends up shoddy, right? And it's in a time period where it's like 3D games are kicking off more. They didn't know what to do with it. The money clearly dried up. From 4 to 5 is baffling and like and how fucking shit, like the quality, how bad the quality jump is. Here's my X tier list for fun. I don't have a classic tier list. That was before I bothered doing the tier list, just for shit. I tried multiple X games a bunch of times and always lost interest. I think the introduction of collectible finding and upgrades is cute, but it means that the quality of the stages, the mechanics, and like everything has to be that much better to warrant the replays. And in every X game, how annoying it is to find collectibles is so much more, you know, so different from the games before it. So I think that's one weird thing about X that might just turn people off. Obviously it has like more crazy movement, but that doesn't necessarily mean more interesting levels or fights. You know, classic Mega Man doesn't have crazy movement, but it makes stages based around having a couple of like their dog moves and the slide. Very consistent, right? X is like, you can have, it's auto scrollers sometimes, it's nightmare gimmicks other times, it's 50 characters that suck to play, it's it's fucking collectibles you have to do in a very specific order, which means you have to replay everything in the game like 4 or 5 times. It's missable. Perma-killed NPCs, it's all over the place difficulty, it's so much more shoddy and gimmicky. So I could see not liking it for some of that. I think I would recommend playing 4. If you don't like 4, and specifically play 0, there's 2 campaigns. I would play 0 and X4. If you don't like that, do not touch another one. Having a little nappy. Work was fine except for little old ladies getting mad about their high code. I got some weird people today too. I had a fucking weird day. I had some, like, you know, it was a snowstorm, so I came back, you know, I was like, we couldn't get to some of these places, and you had a couple of people bitching about it. I'm just like, what are you talking about? So I went to the store to pick up some of what people needed because we were low on stock. And I fucking was carrying a 24-pack of Sprite with the handle, and it broke in the fucking front of a Walmart entrance. I'm like having to run around, pick up these damn cans and shit. I was surprisingly pretty chill about it. I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? But the moral of the story, do not trust the fucking shitty cardboard fucking handles on shit, man. Got your PC? Have you tried setting it up yet, or is that gonna be this weekend? I'll have to play something. Did you play the classic Mega Man games fast though, or just X? Yeah, so I think that, like just 0 and 0. Okay, I think 1 through 4 are worth playing. I think 2 and 4 are the best, and if you like those, 1 and 3 are worth playing for sure. I think if you really like those, then I'd recommend like Extreme 2, X8, and Maverick Hunter X, which is a remake of the first one. But honestly, it's total shit from there. I should have done an even bigger power gap from the remake at X5 and beyond. It is baffling how you go from X4, the best game in the series, and one of the better Mega Man games, to fucking, like... Just... I think it's a really interesting... Like, I would really recommend playing X4, X5, and X6 if you're super interested in, like, stage design and stuff like that, right? Because it's all running off of, like, an X4 gameplay style, but... It is so crazy bad how much worse 5 and worse 6 are than 4 because of level design, because of pacing, because of, like, you know, a couple abilities being changed, because of less, you know, art direction, stuff like that. It's really interesting. So if you're a freak like that, X6 was torture. That game is, like, I'm surprised they even sold it. It's so fucking, like... shoddy. Yeah, I'd play through the classics. I had a really smooth, fun time with classic. I mean, if you don't vibe with classic, one's a little weird, but like, if you don't vibe after like 2 or 3 of them, you're not gonna vibe at all. But if you do, they're all pretty much the same. So. Make sure to play Game Boy 5 as well. It's a totally different game. Pretty good. But anyways, yeah, Mega Man X, I thought it was it was an interesting series. I would say they're more memorable than the classics, but not for the right reasons. Like classic, they're all steady, right? Almost to the point where I couldn't remember the difference between them after playing them, like right after the marathon. The X, I can remember most of them pretty well. Because you're going from like 3D platformer bullshit. I'm playing a JRPG with Command Mission, which was the Breath of Fire team's final game. It was super boring, and maybe not the most torturous JRPG, but it is super dull. And I don't know, you gotta have super rose-tinted goggles for any of that shit. Dude, the fucking gacha I put higher than 3 of the games in the series. I mean, that tells you how bad X6 is. The offline gacha I put like 4th worst. Yeah, it's an odd series. So I'm hoping with Zero because it's not made by Capcom. It's made by was it Int where they do the titty games? I don't remember what the fucking name is. I'm too tired. But yeah, I'm hoping these are cool. I've heard these are really hard. I've been recommended playing on easy. I'm gonna play on normal. I want to kind of see what the hype is on like why it's so over the top difficult. I've heard this collection has like a different checkpoint system you can turn on maybe though. I will probably turn that on just in the interest of time. So I'm not like redoing entire levels, but I like a good difficulty. I just want it to be fun. Like X4's finale took me a long time. It was like an hour or something of like attempts, but like it was fun. Meanwhile, X6 is like difficult in all like the worst ways, right? It's like I feel like I'm having to like jank the game to make like beat it. It's like damage, like having to like eat damage and iframe dude just to even like hit bosses and shit. Anyways, oh, and if you play Mega Man and bass, just play bass. That game's pretty hard already and considered pretty weird, but the bass playthroughs, you get like free aim and shit kind of, which is cute, and I don't think, the games are way harder if you play fucking Mega Man and it's not worth it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on it. So, I mean, I guess as a whole, I would say I'm not a Mega Man like a fan, like a super fan or anything. I respect its like lineage and the history and the industry and all that kind of shit, I guess. Although at this point I would like to think Mega Man has very little footprint anymore, other than all these collections. We'll see though. They said they're going to start doing a bunch more Mega Man games. I assume Dual Override's going to really decide that, but Or Dual Overdrive? I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm hoping this is better than the X series. But we'll see. I think it should be. I've never heard anything like weird about the Zeros other than they're really hard. ZX. I was just gonna check it out, but that's a like save assist. I might as well read this now. I feel like it's more memorable. Yeah, I think having different blood making this is a really smart call. Funny enough, you get Capcom making some of Nintendo's games, and there's some of the better Zelda games, or the 2D Zelda games, and then get somebody else maybe making a Mega Man game and it's better, because yeah. Like I said, they knew when to stop with Mega Man Classic, right? They do a PS1 game, they're like, okay, we're done. Until they had the same devs do 9 and 10, which are really good, like NES style ones. And then they came back and did 11, which is one of my favorites. All Mega Man all the time. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm just gonna say it, especially in the X games. I think Mega Man himself, his gameplay sucks compared to like Zero. And you don't get I mean, it's still fun, but I think Mega Man, like the speed, I think the weapon picking and all that, when Dual Stick came out, should have started being 8-direction. Like, I don't think you get 8-direction weapon choice until Mega Man 11 Classic. Like, maybe in some of these you do. I don't know. I mean, these are Game Boy Advance games, but yeah. So the menu work, how shitty some of the weapons are in like X, and which makes you not want to go into the menus to change them to use them, means you're generally just boost jumping and just shooting normal the whole time, which is still cool if it was like a Castlevania style like pacing, but it's much quicker. So when you play Zero, when he's finally playable, 3 doesn't count. It's a fucking joke. It's like night and day. You're fucking 0 and 4, and you're like fucking flying around, like blowing dudes up. He can do all of his moves without opening a menu. They're all like they're all like very, not even really fighting game inputs. There's like a couple later in the series, but very simple moves. And you're like, fuck man, this is just so much more fun. They try to make Mega Man more interesting, like himself and some of the other ones, but it works a lot better in Mega Man Classic where the pace is slower, so going into menus and kind of spacing and shit, and timing is a bit slower, so it works okay. I think when you start picking up the speed, Mega Man's like 8-weapon gameplay just doesn't work as well. Having to toggle 8 different weapons left and right on it, like that sucks, bro. That's not gonna happen. So these are just checkpoints. Yeah, right. Like they can make Mega Man cool, but the problem is like in some of the shitty ones like X5 and 6, he gets like special armors where you can like sit on the roof and stuff. But it's like, it takes so long to get these armors. You're like going through like walls that are like fucking unmarked with like hidden stuff, and to get one armor you need to get another armor, and it's like for maybe the chance of sort of having some fun, but even then it just doesn't work out. That's my thing, is when I'm playing X, I'm like, well, I feel like I'm just playing at times like a more like lame version of like Mega Man, where I have to like go back into stages more. It's way quicker, so it's like it's more annoying to have to swap weapons, and so I just don't. I don't know. I think it works a lot better in Classic. There's a reason Zero's in like every game after. Well, he's in every game, but he's playable in 4, and he's always playable after that. It's a shame that he's playable in all the games that suck ass post 4, but whatever. There's a reason they made a Mega Man Zero series. Yeah, it is a curse. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, Mega Man's really fun when it's like totally focused on him, but especially in Classic, but yeah. It's a lot more shaky in X. Okay, so these are checkpoints. That's fine. I've heard that these are like almost like goofy levels of like difficult at times, so. Alright. Z-Chaser. Filter. Oh. No filter, please. Oh, the manual's here. Oh. This is the manual. Okay, I was gonna like... I had like the actual manual. I don't know if you guys want to read that. we could look through it. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole plot. I hope they give it to me in game. We'll see. 4 generals. Interesting, the new art style. Well, a lot of these mechanics probably aren't going to be the same, so... This pinball? But, pretty light manual action. This art style's better. I think it's neat. I mean, we'll see. I haven't seen enough of it, but... Man, I'm so tired. Really bad. Why is X attack? Jump is that. Can I change this shit? Surely I could change it in game. Turn on to enable continue from the last save assist point reach. We will do that. Just to keep moving through these a little quicker. But I won't play on casual, easy mode. Okay. Oh. Yeah, borders. Yeah, I think the only other Mega Man games I plan on doing... I mean, I plan on doing Battle Network and Legends, but I think Battle Network's going to be in a long time. I have very little intent to play that anytime soon. Not because I think they're bad, but music. But just there's JRPGs I have so many to play. But I will do Legends sooner than later, probably. I'm interested in those. It does have a fusion energy. It's just a GBA, but also being a little off kilter from the main ship. Damn. Boys just got murdered. Puff, puff, puff. I like the music. Turn the camera. Sorry, Andre. Mothman on screen now. It's Mothman hour. Are they breaking Zero out? I don't know why Zero looks so different. It changed over time. Trapped and betrayed for 1,000 billion years. So, here's another interesting thing about the X games, is the story and lore is atrocious. It is nonsensical, inconsistent. It plays at themes without being able to pull any of it off. I prefer just, once again, classic, where it's just like goofy, whimsical, like old evil man is doing shit. X tries to do shit, but it's so wonky. But I think this is like an actual sequel to like X, one of the games, because it starts being inconsistent with its own like plot continuity and shit. But this is maybe after 5 technically. But Like I said, it's so shoddy that you might as well just not even think about it. Free him. Just die taking hits. Oof. Damn, dude, this guy is a fucking unit. He just died for it, man. What's this little baby with this wisp? Used by power. Awaken. Zero, what happened? You regressed an 8. Zero, help me please, I'm gonna get caught. Can I change the controls? Oh my god, seeing the fucking buttons on the old menu. It looks so bad. But confirm is not correct. Custom. Can I actually custom this shit? This menu looks so weird. Okay. Okay, here we go. Jesus. Attack mode. Switch up. Yeah, elf with. Yeah, so I've heard something about elves in this being like. Well, what I've heard is this game is like you have like no health, and you have these things that you can use that are like one-time use and tanks your score if you do. I have no idea. I don't care about score, but we'll see what happens. I'll just press one button, it's fine. Why wouldn't I? That's good. Oh, really? That's kind of shit. I guess it depends on how many there are. Yeah, that's one thing I'm hoping this doesn't have too much of is being the quality of life on the X games was kind of shitty sometimes. Like there's a little bit of grindy like to heal in the classics, but not too much. But in X it's like you need those sub tanks on a blind playthrough and they take forever to fill up, so you'll be going back to levels and just grinding for a while. Hopefully this one's like not too pointless like that. We'll see. Yeah, we'll find out, I guess. I mean, it's fine. With the checkpoint system, as blasted about it. Right. And on a PS5, using tilt controls. I don't know if you can change the. Oh, here they are. Screen layout. I actually want the screen a little. Can I get rid of the wallpaper? Do you guys want wallpapers? Kinda just want like black. Maybe that's soulless. I'm kinda feeling like going soulless. Have the screen a little smaller, cause holy fuck, I'm like way too close to it already. I've never been big on the wallpapers. I think it's cool, but I like just focusing in on the game. We'll see how crazy the secrets are in this, but this is a checkpoint, huh? X, at its best, would have like Mario, like 2D Mario level secrets. Not Yoshi's Island, but like you get, I would say even easier. Like at its best, like an X4, you would look a little bit, but generally you could get it while on the move. At its worst, it was like not arcane, but like extreme. Well, no, at its worst, it was arcane. Some of it was like nonsense. So hopefully this is more like X4, where it's like it's cool to find the secrets, but it doesn't like hurt the pace of the game. Do we have a sword? Got a fucking Uzi 9mm. Oh shit. Where'd you know that? Hero. The web. Okay. Can't aim in any direction. I'm not surprised there is. Sam told me that these games you have to hold like 50 buttons at once to charge everything. That was something I liked in some of the shittiest Mega Man games, or in the X games, where there was an actual auto charge thing. You got a cyber elf. I can stun certain enemies. Can you get them again? Wonder if some of these are like perma buffs. But yeah, the early Mega Mans do not have auto charge, and you are constantly holding that button. Oh shit. Loot. Okay, I gotta get out the notepad, guys. I guess I'll display it. I would recommend taking some notes. The Zero games at least. Keep track of shit. I'm gonna move that all over. It's gonna be weird when we're not in the game's menu, but I'm not too worried about it. Satellite L's apparently you do it a couple times. A couple of times per run they do not disappear for the fusion L's are one time used. Really? I wonder if they're gonna tell me that. Satellite L. Hacker. Animal. There's, I guess, an animal. I like the ones you can just use. Oh, can I get up here actually? So I am worried about the screen space, like the retail. We'll see. Nope. There, we got it. Never mind. Some of the X games you could get around in the tutorial, some you couldn't. So. I wonder if there's like missable shit in those. Yo, I got a cyber out. Who? Nervous. Those have to be limited. I'm gonna move farther away from the screen. I'm so like exhausted that I'm a fucking seizure watching this shit. Oh. Yeah, our guy Moth. He's chilling, dude. I had the desire to play SMT today, but we're gonna do Zero. I was starting to well up. Like, what is this? Yeah, I'm feeling after the Zero game. Who built tiny fairy robots? Me. I'm sure they have very specific materials. Maybe they have such strong, like, intense materials or something that do specific things. Maybe it's rare materials. They can't be very big. They're support bots. They're not meant to fight. They could be small. Damn. He's speaking this? He speaks a lot in the original. Resistance. What are we resisting? When did Dr. Wily supply our guy with an Uzi? Or P90 or whatever this is? What happened to Mega Man? Oh, dude. Stay back. Can't damage it with a buster. Oh, fuck. Yeah, big cheese, GBA cheese. Rats! Do they even know what rats are, bro? Oh shit, dude. Oh dude, it's like a Kirby boss here. Come to give us our fucking Z-Saber. Hard. Oh. Dude, we got cyber elves. We can have cyber swords, right? It's like SMT, you can digitize creatures and make them real and all that shit. This is why he's called Zero. Because he reduces everything to zero. My tuning, where's my tuning lines? The legendary Reploid. He's got amnesia. Dude's been asleep so long he forgot who he is. Hibernation. Download elf. Does that mean you could take it on the journey or something? Feed elf. Give it credits. Doesn't need raising. I mean, I can use this multiple times, or can you like feed these and then like use them? I don't know. We should probably read the manual. Codename Sniper. Let's see if they've told us once the game starts proper. Shelter for injured Reploids who are suspected of being Maverick. So if you're suspected to be a Maverick, you're like ostracized or attacked. I mean, that's how it always was. If you're a Maverick, they kill you, but Mavericks who aren't Maverick or what? With X to save the world 100 years ago. Still alive and he's trying to retire all of us. Innocent Reploids are being retired. No way. I already know, spoiler for this game. Yeah, no way. He just goes back to bed. I was enjoying that. I guess I'll reveal my spoiler. You don't want to hear a Mega Man Zero spoiler. Mute yourself or mute the volume. I mean, the story in these are dog shit. I mean, maybe the Zeros are better stories. But I think originally the plan was that they were gonna make this actually X, but it's just X, a copy of X. Ugh, I don't know what the hell's up with the original X, but we'll see. That is the only thing I know. Blame the gacha and stuff like that. It's a cute idea, though. Zero would be the one that saves the day, the one who's supposed to be killing everybody. But the glitch caused him not to. Anyways. In this game, you equip Cybers before a mission, then they die. Yeah, I'm sure it changes in each game. I don't really want to have my beanie on, but holy fuck, I got like crazy hat hair. I'm not gonna die. And showing that off. Use them on the mission, at the end they're gone. I'm assuming if you game over, they're gone too. Although with the checkpoint system, maybe not. I mean, they probably are still gone, but maybe not if you do. Pretty grindy. Sounds like it's something I would just use if I was super confident, but I'm probably just not going to use it at all. I mean, it depends on how many you get. If they drop like candy, I'll just equip them, but if it's like there's 10 in the game and they're gone if you die, then it's like, I don't even know why I'd bother. I mean, I guess if you're like a pro, it could be like an extra little boost on top of that, but... Disposal center. Wrongly suspected being a maverick. Are we just rolling straight in? I wonder if this game has a totally different structure. Really, you still like, how you can charge. Yeah, this is what I was told, that there's like multiple charges. It's weird because this charge looks the same. Like multiple buttons you hold at the same time. Not this way. I'm the boss. What? Damn. I don't know why they thought charging 2 buttons at once was a good idea, but at least one's on the shoulder. They're like, alright, no auto charge in this. We're gonna have to just charge 2 weapons at the same time. It's our improvement on the series. What do you say, bro? Oh, off screen they can go to hit some of these guys, but... Extra life. Checkpoint, bros. These guys come in hot, man. Grind health and be a true badass. Yeah, that's a real cool thing. Even the X games don't have that. Cut him in half. Z-Saber skill up, what? Brother, do you grind weapons in this? What the? Alright, we're getting the manual out. These are really hard to read. It's like very small white text and super red background. Alright. Companions. Gonna have to kill these guys. Wall kick, dash. Yeah. Sub weapon. Can power up the Z-Saber by meeting a special condition. Okay. Is there a sub weapon beyond this? Oh, we're gonna be able to use that. Let's see. Maybe it just takes the place of your sword. You have to swap manually. Jump. CyberElf is the program created to help Zero in dire straits. Copies of CyberElf are hidden somewhere on in a stage for Zero to find. Sometimes the mysterious hero in certain conditions are met. Transition room to the stat screen, then you can select the CyberElf. Like how they just make it sound like you just keep them forever. I don't see anything about them being gone. I mean, it just depends on how many there are. Now perform a double slash. Oh shit. That's cool. Weird Zero having like a gun weapon that's somewhat useful. Although I guess it was a little OP and 6. Yeah. Worth the shot, bros. I feel like there's loot here. What is all that? I don't know if that's a sub tank. It kind of looks like one. It's definitely a life. But I don't know how much secret finding there is in this. I mean, I assume it's copying more from X than it is classic. It's probably going to be similar. Disposal center. Yep. Aztec Falcon. Arpuia the Guardian. No! Gotta be more careful, man. You go down quick. But we have the power of checkpoints. Now, I don't know if that's if you just game over, or if they're just at any time. Like anytime you die, you just restart those two. Sword in this guy, man. It's an anime. I haven't seen it myself. I think it's just like a cyborg and a woken up in like a far-flung fuck future or something. Mission complete. It is the Thunder Chip. You must get it before you return to the base. Yeah, they stole the chips, dude. My chosen element. What does it do? Failure. I mean, does that matter? Can you just retry it? Thank you for saving me. Oh. They're not usable until you give them energy crystals. Once you use a cyber they'll perish, but you have to grind them to get them usable. Bro, these sound extremely unfun. It's funny, they never could quite figure out what they wanted to do with the upgrade system in X. Like, some of them have like chips that only certain characters can use, and like upgrades only certain characters can get. And if you get it on the other guy, then that first guy can't get it. Then like they would have it where you would like just have a shop, which was fine. And then they'd have shops that were like too grindy, and they'd have some that were like too missable, and then they would have some that were like were bad about letting you play other characters. Like this. They never could quite figure out what the fuck is going on with the equipment. Gotcha. Yeah. I feel like So you can go back through areas. Whatever you want, huh? Go in reverse though. Feed elf. Doesn't need rate. I can give you some vitality. Gives you a lot. Climbing is my specialty. Save you from a pit. But if you use them, they die. None of them are permanent. Or are some of them permanent? Maybe they'll tell me as we go. Climbing sounds cool. Here, bro. None in this game are permanent. Okay. I wonder if I need to have certain elves to find certain secrets. Hopefully not. Especially if they're like grindy. Fuck that, brother. I got too many fucking games to get to. Human? Real human? Is this the second real human in all of Mega Man X? Gotcha. Maybe just get a little speed. Oh, he's a robot. I thought his ears were weird. I want to hear about your wife. Oh, he modified himself into looking old. Was she a Reploid or just... Oh. You got a cyber elf. Listen to your elders, guys, and you'll get digital gremlins. Bro, what's this room? My man's just next to the fucking chain room, dude. This is where I torture the newbies. Would you like to hear more? Here's where we save people. All these chain rooms are become something. New Game Plus? Oh, that's good to know. I'm definitely not doing that. Did you go through all these Rylos? I don't remember. Look at this cool guy, man. Cool guy. It is. Unreleased, yeah. I was big into the GBA. I'm surprised I didn't have these at the time. That seems to be common in here. People play these and nobody remembers anything about them. I was like, that is like the Mega Man series. So. Yeah, people seem pretty hot on these. Outside of some of the weird Cyber Elf difficulty shit, but it's fun so far. Controls tight. Boss fight was fun. Vibes are kind of liking it too. Cool. Oh. Well, I just gave away all my crystals, bro. Everybody wants to eat crystals. Diet, you fat fuck. Eat Pop Rocks all day, that's all I do. Thank you very much, sir. Did you play the DS collection? Yeah. Is this just a raw port of the DS collection? I mean, I guess for anybody who doesn't know, I'm on the PS5 right now. PS4 copy. It's kind of cute to have a place to explore. Energy. I hope that is not a one-time thing. This would be a cute way to not have to grind sub-tanks. Assuming there is sub-tanks. There might not. Like you unlock more you could just pick up in between missions. Okay. You think there'd be a few in there too. Is this where we went with the story? Weird. What do we got up here? Yeah. Interesting, there's kind of like an actual place. Like everything's kind of connected. Clearly not in like a crazy way, but I can see why the ZX games are supposed to be these like pseudo Metroidvania things. This is how it is already. Oh, I have to pick between three. Find shuttle. Good luck. You go left sometimes, maybe not from the start. Chopped his motherfucking head right off. But yeah. Ballsy. And the tank, dude. What happened here? Are there secrets here? So I don't know if there are secrets like at all. I don't really need this to be that big. Might be like a couple pixels off this. What the? Robot animals. Got loot here. Doesn't really look like it. After loot, dude. The loot? There must be like a double jump or something. Oh, maybe we can get this now. What the? Holy shit, that broke quick. A very small amount of time. At least you can try again, I guess. Oh wait, you can't try again. Back's all over again, man. No retries. Let's just die. Kill me. Kill me, Jim. Hello? Oh, you have to smack it, brother. What? Special cyber elf. In slow time. Coca. The mission timer, I thought it was really an actual, like, close down time thing. Is that just for score? Or it would have to be. What the fuck? Cool. My name is Anubis Necromancis the Third. Very cool name, my dude. Not quite Duff McWhalen level, but we're getting there. Anubis Necromancis. Fafnir. Card old timer. Necromancist. Guys got a lot of health, man. I died like 2 hits. I hear a spiel every time. I get sick of my attacks. Is X sequence one after another? Yeah. Well, command mission's 100 years after 8 or some shit. The timeline's fucked. I mean, technically 5 ends with 0 going in a pod, which would make this a sequel to 0 probably, but then he's just back in 6. Anyway, is it the other way around, that it's like he goes in a pod in 6 and he's out. But then he's just back in the next game. But then like command missions later, but it doesn't have like any story hardly worth the shit. I don't know. But yeah, technically they're supposed to be linear. But they're super shoddily made on story, so it's not even consistent in like a crappy story way. Yeah, I guess this would be a sequel to 6. I mean, I don't know what that would make 7 and 8. Considering 8 has like 7 and 8 have the copy shit, like a big plot point, and like robots becoming evolved and shit. I mean, a lot of people say this is like an 8 thing, but the answer is there is no lore that makes sense because it's all just shit and nobody thought about. Maybe this will just kind of do its own thing, which will be cool. Yeah. Yeah, fast. So the entire world gets fucked like multiple times. And it's always the same guy who does it. But then they try to play at the idea of like, we need to stop fighting. All this fighting's causing more fighting, even though it's one comically evil guy called Sigma who causes every single incident. And he's just back every time, right? With Dr. Wily, it's like whatever. He's just a goofy guy who escapes every time. With Sigma, he's like really lame off the start, and he's only entertaining when he's like extra shit, and he just shows up in every game. Yeah. It's like constant world-ending threats. And then Dr. Light in every single game, the ghost of Dr. Light in every single game will be like, oh, I planned for this to give you weapons so you could protect the world and we could stop fighting. And it's like 8 games deep, he's still saying the same shit. It's like, man, how much was he expecting, dude? He shouldn't have made the robots. I don't know, man. Legends came out before these. I'm not rolling with that. Some of that sounds like fan theory shit. Although, like I said, let's be real. Those stories in these are truly atrocious. Those lights' fault. Rep blades were a mistake, bro. Yeah, it's so inconsistent because like a big part of the plot's supposed to be like Light wanted a world where humans and Reploids could exist together, but you see like one human in the entire X series. Dude, these pillars are fucking fake. And it's always just about like robots going Maverick, which is not even explained well. Like you think going Maverick would just mean they go like psycho killer mode, but sometimes they say Maverick is like an actual virus, like Sigma virus, and there's like a Zero virus. Then Maverick's like them just having free will, but everybody has free will already. Everybody acts like a human. This is like, is Maverick just that they want to like kill shit? It never even makes sense, but it's like the entire plot and all of the melodrama. Like every game, it's just super bad. I gotta get used to charging 2 buttons at once. And all the X games, this is pretty fucking weird. I think we need to jump it over. Oh, this is so jank. Because if you jump the pillar weird, you just touch it, but you don't have much time. He does. Unskippable cutscenes. What we all wanted. Gotta make better jumps. These fucking zombies take a long time to kill too. Like Christ, I barely had time to jump it. You'd have to jump before it's even coming out. Yeah, good question. I don't know. I know I get health ups. I do whenever just like stuff you find in the field. The Maverick Order, you could say. Sometimes he'll just like attack right away, and then I'll eat shit. You pre-jump, it's okay. Cyber heaven, dude. A cyber dog. Damn, man, you get trapped. If you spawn zombies, you just have to take care of them. It's so slow. They take like 2 to 3 full fucking hits too, man. Then he throws shit at you. Like any Mega Man fight, there's a fair bit of luck. Curve it a bit. Can't even jump over these guys, they just grab you. Or if I could have like better powers at this point. Each elves, yeah. Can you get the same elf again? I mean, this guy should be simple enough. It's just the zombies I gotta watch out for. Need to slow down the fight. Another 1 time, so. Underneath me. God, 3 zombies, bro. There's no wall to jump on, so you have to just take them down. Very tanky. Oh yeah? I didn't like a lot of the writing from the little I saw. But, I mean, I like Paper Mario, so... god, dude, the chain. Holy fuck, it's infinite. This guy literally just spawned an infinite kill. Like, infinite damage, man. You can't even get out of it. What in the fuck, dude? Interesting boss. On zombies around you. You literally fucking, it's over. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. If you didn't like immediately jump right over him. God, too early. Why these zombies aren't like one-hit kills, man? I charge my sword, but I feel like it doesn't change anything. It's like the same strike. I don't even know if it's the same damage, too. Like, it looks no different. Maybe charging it doesn't do anything out? Yeah, I wonder how you get like health upgrades and shit in this. It'd be kind of boring if it was like all cyber elves. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's weird it just doesn't have like a visual indicator. Yeah, this is the Silk Song Killer. I mean, it's a fun boss though. Like that, all the bosses are fun. This one's got some bullshit RNG, but. Oh. 3 hits. They don't call him the Necromancer, the third Necromancerist. Boom! Chopped him right in half, bro. That's cool. The sword finish. Actual cut kill, man. Instead of bullshit. You got a cyber elf. Who we rockin'? Lubton, I'll be a sub tank if needed. I'll make foes into metal. That was cool. Hey, you okay? Alright, bud. Hope the fucking sand was comfy. So far I haven't found any... Wait, I have to take him back? I haven't found any, like, other than cyber elves, any side stuff. Oh my god. Escort? Really? In this economy, bro? Oh. Oh, you can break these. I thought he would just like not get hit by him for some reason. Wonder how you rank up the gun. enough kills with it. I don't know how much damage this guy can take, bro. Not looking good for this guy. No wonder he got fucked. There's no self-preservation. Can you make this jump? Of course you can. Really, we're gonna go into the pit? I have to tank for him because he's an idiot. I like you can cut the shots. Helps make this a little less goofy. I thought this stage was a little short. That explains that. I wonder if this guy dies if you have to restart the whole thing or if you just fail. There's been so many Mega Man X games where you just like hard fail. Doing shit like this, then they matter. Or it doesn't matter, but I mean, like, it could be just it's over. Elf. Codename Warrior. Zeroathon. Who is the Steve of the Mega Man X universe? X? Not Axel, he's got double guns, man. And he turns into shit. Let's go feed this guy some force feeder. What was in here? So are there upgrades in this? Does it say in the manual? Yeah, there's sub tanks. Surely your health gets higher. There's plenty of space for it. There's a sub tank on their screen here, but it could be from the elf. I don't know. That'd be weird. I mean, I like in like classic that there's not really that much upgrades. But I mean, I like finding upgrades when it's done well. So, this game is fun so far. So. This already clears half of the X series just by having entertaining bosses and fucking fine gameplay. Alright, how much do I got? I have 80 crystals from that whole mission, brother. Jesus. I'll just fucking move on. The checkpoints invalidate lives, but I'm cool with it, bro. I like having a challenging but like shorter run back thing. Man, there's a lot of these. Duel in the desert. Just like random. Destroy train. Sure. Underground passage. Keep your guard up. I feel like I'm picking missions out of like an Armored Core list. Is it? Cool idea. More lives. I'm sorry. Yeah. Good life usage. What? This is as high as I can get? That's bullshit. No hidden zero black armor sliding in there with every upgrade. Mega Man X 5 through 8 would never have the soul to have the sliced enemy sprites. A lot of those are 3Ds. UFO 50 reference? I do wonder how you level up the gun. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be one of the hog wheelie guys from like 3 and 7. Nope, I need to do a boosty there. He fell. Time to go back. Cyber. Damn it. I want an upgrade now. Consumable secrets are way less interesting than an actual upgrade. Interesting enemy. A cool little combo thing you have to do. Some of our base, but is taken to their base, they will abuse its power. Yeah, we can't have that. I'll just use it and kill it for my own power. They would use it and like maybe not kill it for their own power. Who is the real evil bros? Oh. Time? Oh my god. Did I get that save? Oh my god. Other brain. They're using evil as energy. What the? Yeah, you get fucked by that. Yeah, what the fuck? The save point just didn't appear. There it is. I just totally skipped over it. I thought it just wasn't even there until I went in the door. So this was something I actually said they should have done in the X series. Instead of having obscene amounts of iframes every time you hit a guy, which they have in this a little bit. But like there was times in 8 where it was like a solid like 30 seconds of unattackable moments. Just give them more health. And then just let me keep up the attack because it feels way less shitty. And you can like optimize and feel good. Funky. I want to make sure we're keeping up the damage, but gotta be careful. This all it's gonna do is an auto charge. I don't know when this series gets auto charge. Less holding buttons and paying attention to charging and more juking. It's good the sword does more damage to make it more worth. It would actually be more damage than if I stay close. He's speeding these up. Okay, I was like, I feel like I got fucked last time. fun. They're just like nice, learnable fights that aren't like total pushovers, but not like goofy, like thousands of non-stop attacks flying at you like if some freak show. Give me my cyber elf. Mine. I own you. I'm going to use you to do misdeeds and abuse your power. Raise her with love and care. Doesn't she die if I raise her? Whatever, dude. Let's go see if we can find some of these people around. I've still seen no, not heads or tails other than cyber elves. Any hidden loot. And I mean, I guess lives, but we're not too worried about lives here. Different structure for sure. I mean, we still end up with bosses at the end and everything, but I haven't got any like power-ups or anything outside of the very beginning. And I don't even know what this element chip even does. The more you use the weapon, the more skill on it will go up. Grind the buster shot. Is it really how much I use it? Where's the kills? Not very trustworthy of what they say. They gave him back his long ponytail instead of his like angel hair pasta one. From 8, that looked like shit. Or was it 7? 7, 8? Whatever, it was this man. Yep, looks like it comes back every time, but I don't have a sub tag, so. Who is the new cyber elfie? Gives you cover fire. Totem, I help in the damage zone. Small foes will drop an item. I'll make most of the metals. Good items. Well, there's a lot of them. So 100% of these gives you something? A new game plus, huh? I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but if you use them and they die, does it still count as 100%? Or do you have to like not use any? It's funny that they put this system in, and instead of promoting use of it, they like score you to not use them. Wouldn't you want like even though some of the shittiest Mega Man game, like X games, knew that like the chips and the parts were supposed to like augment the fun, not be considered just a crutch. I don't imagine that's how they consider the cyber elves, but it's kind of weird to give you a score for not using them. I mean, I don't care about the score. Rescue Colbor. I gotta know who Colbor is. Oh yeah, I was planning on saving the day, but you know, something happened. Sorry, bro. You know how it is. It's weird, Mega Man Zero's gameplay feels slower than like Zero at his best in like the X games, but because the level design's just like a little stronger for it. It feels more satisfying than most of the X games so far. I think having the mix of like a weak but like, you know, range gun thing with like an actual useful sword, and then enemies that move at like a pace where I could actually get up close and hit them. Because X4 you're just like a psycho Beyblade flying around just blowing dudes up like a fucking just some death freak. This it's like, well, so it's not like classic, but kind of like, you know, old slower pace. Like I don't even have like air dash or anything. Ooh, why don't they tell me the name? Sacrifice me to cure yourself. Enduring soul thing. What was down the other pathway? Got choices right now. Huh? Oh. So taking that was a shortcut I took properly. Like the shutter, I just cut through 20 shutters, bro. It's fine. The big shutter. You get under, yeah. So when you dash and X, it does make your hitbox smaller. Figured it'd probably be the same here. I wonder if you lose your cyber elves when you game over, like the new ones. Probably. Destroying scenery counts for, and there's your answer, I got my sniper off. Soulless. Absolutely soulless. Oh man. I was hoping that if you jumped up there, you could wall jump and fuck around, but you can't wall jump. I'd have to be able to like double jump. Curious if you'll get any of those abilities that were kind of his bread and butter, like double jumps and air dashes and like air spins. When's Henry Hatsworth, dude? The Henry Hatsworth conglomerate. Big Henry pushing it. I'd like to. Definitely made it sound interesting. I can't remember, did that require a touchscreen? I probably asked that exact thing last time. But... Similar to this. Oh shit. No touch, right? Every time I hear the name, I keep thinking it's like a fucking puzzle game, and I don't know why. I could be the second person to play it. It'd be cool. We'll see how I'm feeling after 6 of these when it'll pop up, but I'm sure I will. The puzzling adventure, yeah, more I'm guessing thematically. Yeah, that sounds weird. What have you been playing lately, buddy? I don't remember what the last thing you were talking about playing was. I swore it was something interesting though. That's probably what I'm thinking about. Oof. I kind of like when some of these checkpoints are hidden away to make them not feel like they're just total easy mode checkpoints. Ooh, we can hit them through the wall. Oh, you've been on Fernax. I like that one. As someone who's not played a lot of classic Mania, I like it. There's a lot of crazy endings in that game. Roguelike slop? Dude, I was on such a roguelike binge at the end of last year. I've got a few more I want to do. Maybe soon, like Star of Providence, but... yeah. I don't even know if I can do this. I mean, you can do it in the X games kind of thing, but... Thumb about to explode. Who did we get? Winky? I double your vitality. Permanently? It's a final boss elf right there. Yeah. Doubling your vitality is pretty serious. Some of the castles felt a bit too long crowd punishing your deaths are. Yeah, it can be a little hard, but I thought it was like a nice... Maybe I was just in the zone, but... I liked the blend of adventure and like nice feeling challenge. But not too much of the jank of probably what you'd get in like an ancient Castlevania. It's just like a really solid challenge time. It's kind of like this in that way. I need to do that classic Mania marathon. I'm trying to decide how many I'd want to do. Like if I'd want to hit like every dog shit one or just like all the big boys. Like how many classic Manias are there? Because there's some rando ass ones. I'm not gonna do like any horrible ports, but Castlevania, and I guess I'd replay 4 just for shits, why not? Let's see here. I wouldn't do like Castlevania and Vampire Killer, you know. Japanese version of Castlevania 2, Haunted Castle. I don't know much about Haunted Castle. It's like when you start checking out these lists of like entire series games, there's just like way more than you'd expect. Like we got Castlevania the Adventure on the Game Boy. A remake of it on WiiWare. Christopher Belmont. Then there's Castlevania 3. Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. The sequel to Adventure. And Super 4. Castlevania Chronicles. Then there's Rondo. Bloodlines. Dracula X. I don't remember if Rondo or Dracula X is the one you do. That's a remake of Rondo. I guess that's it. That's reasonable to do. Oh, there's Legends too. Another Game Boy game. Could done. I mean, I've done the Igavanias. I don't know if there's any other like classic Vanias that came out. Once the Igavania started happening, that was like, that took over. There's the Dracula X Chronicles, I guess, which is a remake of Rondo. I don't know if I care. Could. Adventure remake. Haunted Castle Revisited. Oh yeah, that's in the Dominus collection. We could play that. That's like the first port of it. Sorry, I've just been thinking about doing this. It'd probably be about as many games as the X ones with no super long ones. And then I would do a Mega Man, or not Mega Man, a Castlevania 3D Marathon as its own thing. I don't know if I'd want to do the Lords of Shadow games. I've already played one of them. I guess I need to play Lords of Shadow 2. Could just skip Lords of Shadow. Gonna level up my my shooter. Are we back down here now? Or is this a different area? I guess we're just back. health drop. My god. What's the thing that helped us? I guess it just looks similar. Warning, warning, warning. I like a fight where I can mix in different attack styles as needed. You blow up his head. Huh. Wonder if you can do more damage that way. I couldn't tell if that was doing damage to him or not, or if the heads are their own thing. I hate fucking having to manually charge. I feel like it eats up more of my fucking brain power. Reaction times, I'm like holding 100 buttons. Get more damage from them just touching you. Buster shot skill up. You can now charge your buster up to 2 grades. Like right there, dude. You just need to get up in the corner, I guess, at that point, if you think you're gonna get touched. It's contact damage to fight. His actual attacks are a joke. More charging is not what I wanted for an upgrade. Maybe I should stay in close. Oh, still get hit in the corner. Safe for being on the outside. Some of these aren't really dodgeable. contact damage. Like, that's the big fucking difficult thing on this guy, is it's like adjusting him around the room so that he doesn't do contact damage to you. But not my favorite thing. He's still fun, but a little less interested in that. I'd rather be dodging his attacks. But you can get caught in a corner pretty easily. Yeah, we can't hack it. I need to go back to turn-based. Perform a what? I'll do the roll slash. What the god move? His famous ultimate fucking sick ass move. Oh my god, the contact damage. And the fights are so long, you have to be like super consistent. So you can take like 4 fucking hits. I do wonder if like all of the upgrades are on Cyber Elves, or if there's anything real. I would much prefer there being some real upgrades. If I have to like level up Cyber Elves, that'd be one thing, but I don't know if it is real. Maybe not going for a smack on those. Attack, dude, the spin. I do like that, where you're like getting upgrades just by fucking playing, instead of based on which mission you do first. That was fun too, that was still fun. Like, they're fun challenges. They don't feel like bullshit, because there's stuff you can learn because they have so much health and because you have so many different ways to attack. Although I don't like not having auto charge. Yeah. Like you have to get consistent, but like there is a way. Like this one, it was like it was kind of raw. That it was mostly contact damage, but there was plenty of opportunity to get more hits and like adjust the boss, and then like actually just juke stuff and move around the rooms. It was cool. Complimenting a game on just having normal boss design after the torture that was most of X. I'll take it, man. Zero time traveled so he could steal Rabby Ribby tech. I don't know what these do. I don't know if you're supposed to equip these and like do more damage. That doesn't change your attack. Could do with a little more explanation on that. Oh, my burst shot is like 3 stars all of a sudden. What the fuck? Do you get like more weapons or something? Oh, you can change it. Alright, I'm gonna get some Kabi. You're back, guys. Alright guys, I did not realize I missed my brother's text 2 hours ago to get food. So, I mean I had just started the stream so I probably would have said no, but I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take like an hour break. And I'm gonna get some food. Why not? I won't be able to tomorrow probably, so save it for later. And then we'll come back for this. Yeah, good night. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. So far, I like this one. I think it's already way better than anything post 4. Probably better than the Game Boy ones too, or better than Extreme 2. I think obviously the checkpoint system helps. because you can just focus on like tougher bosses. But so far the bosses have been more satisfying than most things in the X game. Possible. I like the extra challenge, but having like nice spacing, a use of like shooting and melee at once, and then like enemies that are made to match that, I think is really good. Story and all that wise, I mean, it seems fine. I don't know. I mean, music and the areas are neat. Nothing they really stand out, but it's cool. I don't know how I feel about the Cyber Elf thing. I get that it's like a little consumable system. I feel like with the save checkpoint thing, I wouldn't be surprised if you actually get to use them and then just keep them for the whole level instead of losing them on game over, because I don't really game over as much properly. Maybe we'd be able to use them on certain levels if I need it, but I don't know. I've enjoyed learning the bosses enough, so. But anyways, I'm pretty exhausted today, so I plan on being back in an hour, but I had said that maybe I would take a nap anyway, so we'll see how I feel. Yeah, this is giving me hope for sure, because I'm pretty sure this is considered the most wonky like bullshit one, so if this can stay clean, then pretty excited for the future ones. I don't know what's considered the pinnacle of the Zero series. I think it was like 3 or 4 or something. I don't know. Yeah, should be cool, man. I don't like charging 2 things at once, but I think it's not as bad as I expected because I can put it on shoulders, and also the openings and all that are rewarding for it. I'd still probably prefer an auto charge with like no sound. Yeah. Anyways, I'll be back. Thanks for hanging. We'll be going through the whole series. All 6 of them, and I think the ZX Advent games are a little longer too, so. Anyways, should be cool. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if we're already like a third or half. I don't know exactly, but I don't think these are supposed to be long. Just looking forward to discussing them more with everyone. Bye bye for now. Be either an hour or like 4 or 5 hours. I take a nap. I still haven't figured out if there's any secrets beyond the Cyber Elves, but if I get to actually like use the Cyber Elves and not lose them, like I could just use them one time, but I'll be able to, no matter what, have that Cyber Elf until I beat the boss, then that won't be as bad. Especially because we got some of these freak ones like double your health and shit. I figured because there is a double your health that I might not get any health upgrades in this game, and it's all Cyber Elves. We'll see. I don't know. I think they're trying to reinvent the wheel just to be different, and I'd rather them not. Like, I guess I get they don't want it to be just like X, but I don't know, weird consumable system. I mean, I guess if the game's short, it's not a big deal, but losing them on death and like not getting score because of them and weird shit like that means that in a hard game, it's just going to be kind of unsatisfying. I mean, obviously you could just use them and hey, if you don't win, you don't win, you just got to get good, or you save them for an attempt that feels right. I mean, you'd have to restart the whole level then. So that's kind of weird, but because you can only equip them when you're back